All right, here we go. Functions. Okay, this is week 6, so we got the back half of this 10-week program. Monday, we got that class all together, so we got everyone together in one class. So today, I'm going to give you guys some advice and kind of like how to approach this, but very similar. I wouldn't change too much. How this works is that first half, we're going to be working on our upper body strength. We're going to work on kind of the stamina and the muscles, and this is called hypertrophy training. So basically, so when we're kind of taking our muscles like close to failure or like really up to that fatigue point. So how this works is we're going to work on strict presses with a barbell for 8 to 12 reps, and we basically want to get to a rep range or an a rep range where we think like we can only do 1 to 2 more reps in the tank. So let's say I'm doing presses and then I get to a point where it's like, okay, I think I can only maybe squeeze in one more. That's where you're going to stop and you're going to put your bar down and rest. We're going to do that for 3 rounds and we're going to go on a timer. So we're going to do a set every 3 minutes. After that, we're basically going to do the same idea with 2 dumbbells in a seated position and going into presses. So same idea, going up to 1 to 2 reps in reserve before we take a break. And then our workout. This one, front squats, we don't need to do it with a barbell. We can definitely do this with goblet or like with kettlebells and kind of treat it like a goblet squat. It's rowing and front squats. We want to start heavier with our front squats and then end at a lighter front squat. So front squats in this one is going to be starting at a 70-80% of your 1 rep max. So something that feels tough. I would say like something that you can do maybe 3 to 5 in a row and then you need to put it down. If you're doing all 9 in a row, then it's too light for you. So make sure you're challenging yourself with the strength aspect of this. And then every round after that, it's going to get a little bit more in reps, but lighter in weight. So make sure we grab a lighter kettlebell, but still challenging our strength. So these are not meant to be done all in a row. They're meant to be done broken up in sets so that we can work on our strength there. So Monday, we got upper body and lower body strength. We're hitting everything today. And then we're going into our Wednesday workout. So this is going to kind of carry off of Monday. We're going to do 3 sets of working on the nerve that's responsible kind of for our bicep and really flexing our shoulders. So we're going to do the musculocutaneous nerve tensioning. So we're going to work on mobilizing that nerve so that it's actually kind of firing well, and then that we feel areas like the bicep actually activate when we're doing any pushing and pulling. We're going to carry that over into our strength work. Our bench press is going to change. We're going to treat it very similar to Monday, where we got 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps to 1 to 2 reps in reserve. So we're basically doing bench press reps until we feel like, okay, we have 1 to 2 reps left, and then we're going to stop. And we want to be within that 8 to 12 rep range to work on the hypertrophy for this movement. We're going to rest 2 minutes in between sets and repeat that. So by the end of this, you should feel triceps, chest really being tired after doing this, the shoulders as well. And this week, you guys got kind of like a double workout with the upper body, Monday and our Wednesday hitting the shoulders there. Usually we would have our deadlifts. And then after our workouts, 3 rounds, 1 minute of max ring rows, 1 minute rest, 1 minute of med ball Russian twists, 1 minute rest, 1 minute cal row, 1 minute rest. So we're working on the stamina. So I want you guys to really max out and get as many reps done as possible in each of those 1 minute intervals. You have a 1 minute to rest to follow up, so you can kind of rest before you do your next set. Then going into Thursday, little bit of a tweak in here. We're going to do some sets, but we're still focusing on these 3 areas. We're working on our body awareness, working on our balance, and we're working on our visual skills too as well. So we got thoracic glides. We're going to revisit those and really master the movement of our spine. We're going to work on single leg balance with a little bit of a banded added challenge to it. And then we're going to work on VOR. So it's basically when we keep our eyes focused on a target and we move our head in space. So we got 5 sets of 3 to 5, 4 sets of 30 seconds on each on the single leg balance. And this is going to actually be done with the band in 4 different positions. So this is actually per leg. And then We're going to go into 45 seconds of vertical VORs, 15 seconds off, 45 seconds of horizontal VORs, 15 seconds off. After that, our workout is going to be very similar to a couple weeks ago. We got 3 minutes of Turkish sit-ups, and then we're going to do 3 minutes of over and unders. So we're basically going to set up PVCs on the racks where we step over the PVCs and then we go under. So we're working on our mobility in our hips. We're working on stability too as well, ducking underneath and working on kind of that squat position. So it's going to be kind of like a squat in a way and a little bit of like a lunge kind of in a way. But it's going to be a good way to also work on our spatial awareness too as well when we're doing this. We want to try to not hit the PVC when we're stepping over and going under there. So midline, endurance, and mobility are going to be the focuses of this workout here. So it's 3 minutes and 3 minutes, 2 and 2, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then you're done. Last workout of the week, we got different. So we got conditioning as our Saturday as the theme, still keep going forward. However, the skill and activation is going to be a little different. We're going to work on rhythmic breathing, and we're going to do it with farmer's carry. So, I'm going to fix that. Forgot the R. So farmer's carry with rhythmic breathing, a little hard to say. We're basically going to be carrying 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, whichever it is. And the idea is more about we're going to breathe to every step. So that 1-to-1 ratio means that we're going to breathe in for the first step, breathe out for the next step. Then the 2-to-2 to follow right after that is going to be, we're going to breathe in for 2 steps, breathe out for 2 steps. Then we're going to go right into breathe in for 3 steps, breathe out for 3 steps. And you're going to keep doing that until you get to kind of that max, take a little break, and then reset and do it right again. This rhythmic breathing is going to really help us kind of get control and try to fraction out our breathing and learn how to like spread it out a little bit longer. So we're going to work on a little bit of oxygen kind of deprivation as we're doing this when we're going to those longer sets. And we want to build up over time to 10s, 11s, 12s. And that's the goal, to kind of get up to that, to really work on mastering the breathing and also kind of the air hunger aspect of it, where you're not either getting enough breath in or you're not expelling enough. So you might find one or the other. On the exhalation part or on the inhalation part, you're going to be struggling as you're making this in rhythmic with your walking as you're doing this. So again, breathe in for 1, breathe out for 1, breathe in for 2, breathe out for 2, breathe in for 3, breathe out for 3, 4s and 4, 5 and 5, and so forth. 3 to 4 sets. Give yourself 10 minutes to kind of work through this. And then our workout, a little bit of a different interval, different style of workout, but still same theme. 3 minutes of an AMRAP with rowing calories, so as many calories as we can in 3 minutes, 3 minutes off. Then 3-minute AMRAP of 3 burpees, 6 Russian kettlebell swings, and 9 air squats. So we want to get at least 3 rounds done in those 3 minutes or more. And then we got a 3-minute rest, and then we're going to go back to the top and do it all over again. So pacing and endurance are going to be the focus of this workout today. So good little workout to finish off the week. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you guys the following week.